So I think we've had quite an interesting journey. And after hear you saying that the impact that this treatment has brought to you, I wanted to understand. So, of course, I wanted to basically ask your views on this. So if you can, first of all, please introduce yourself, my lovely.
I'm a grandmother of five and a working woman.
Beautiful. Could you please talk to me about where you were in terms of your health before meeting me?
I was in a very bad way. I've been quite bad with COPD and a host of related issues for actually since for 4 years. I got COVID 4 years ago and recovered quite quickly from that flu-like thing, but I was left with a cough. The cough never went, and the cough got so bad it was literally every minute of every hour of every time I was awake. And when you cough that much, it brings other problems: backache, rib ache, chest ache, stress incontinence, a headache every time I coughed. Um, I'm a solicitor and I couldn't do court work because it's sorry, Your Honour, cough, cough, sorry, Your Honour. I had to stop that. I was constantly hospitalised with chest infections, and I got increasingly unable to walk any distance without total breathlessness. So I couldn't breathe. My children thought I was on the way out. I thought I was on the way out. My partner said he'd push me in a wheelchair, and I don't want to be in a wheelchair. I'm 61 years of age. I don't want that. And it was really a real struggle to manage this. I tried all of the big pharma medications I was prescribed. I was referred to the specialist Royal Bromley Hospital in London, and I saw multiple professionals up there, did all the tests. I tried every treatment, did everything they wanted me to do. I was engaged, I was compliant, and it didn't make a jot of difference. And I got more and more low. I took more and more time off work because I couldn't get through the day because constantly coughing and breathing, difficulty breathing is exhausting. Um, and then they put me on morphine to stop the coughing, and it was like a miracle drug. But after a number of weeks, low dose morphine, after a number of weeks, the side effects became unbearable, and they are severe joint pain, which is known paradoxically to be a side effect of long term low dose morphine, but also brain fog. I mean, I couldn't do my work. And I basically threw in the towel last October. I was so low, so low. I didn't want to, I mean, I don't want to be dramatic, but I didn't want to carry on. I really reached rock bottom. I couldn't do anything. If I came downstairs and I'd forgotten my phone, it was like, oh my God, I couldn't go back up to get it. The exertion to go back upstairs to get my phone would floor me. I'd have to lie down. Getting dressed took me an hour. It was, I can't expect, I couldn't sing anymore. I couldn't shout anymore. I couldn't go to the car from my home, which is about 20 meters, and get in the car without having to stop and catch my breath. I started to fear going out. The coughing caused stress incontinence. So that caused, I've been at the supermarket and I was flooding, and it's like, oh my God. So I stopped wanting to go out for that. And then I stopped wanting to go out because I was scared. What if I collapse? I did the pulmonary rehabilitation, and they assured me I wouldn't collapse and die, so it's like that. But it got to the point where my whole world was getting smaller and smaller and smaller, and I was getting more and more low. And it reached the point where I couldn't cope anymore. And a friend of mine suggested, she's a holistic um, healer, um, but not in a specific way. She's just spiritually, I call her
Yeah.
a white witch. But anyway, she said to me, stop the big pharma, go and try Ayurvedic. And they deal with it holistically, and they'll look at everything. and she recommended you to me uh, last October, and I'm very, very pleased. It was the best decision I made, best decision I ever made. And you said some horrible things. You said I had to quit sugar. You said I had to quit ultra processed food. I had to quit lamb and beef and salmon and all the tea with my sugar in. And I don't, but I don't know where the strength came from. It was almost do or die. I had to do this. I had to do this because the alternative was too awful. Um, and I can't believe within 2 weeks the aches and pains had vanished, all but vanished. The acid reflux, which I didn't mention, I was getting that all the time. I was getting aches and pains all the time. I came off morphine, but I was still getting aches and pains. Was so bad. I was like hobbling like an old lady. It was awful. It was just too awful. It was just awful. And so that's why I came to you, and it was the best decision I ever made.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank
What
you.
would you say to someone who are thinking um, who are thinking about working with me?
Oh, absolutely approachable. Lovely to talk to. I feel I feel like you're giving me a warm hug every time
Oh,
we speak. I feel I'm being held in this space. I'm cared for, I'm nurtured, I'm okay, I'm safe. And that's what has given me the strength to cure my sugar, well, get rid of my deal with my sugar addiction. And it does. I just feel safe. And like when like this morning, I had my cup of tea, my normal China tea, and I wanted another one. Like, no, I can't. I've got to tell Kieran I've only had the one. So it's like I want to tell the headmaster or the mistress or mummy or whoever it is that how well I'm doing. So it's that therapeutic, safe space and support that clearly, I was worked for me. I don't have a mum, by the way. My mum died when I was 14. Not that I say I'm probably older than you, but it's that therapeutic, caring
well,
feeling that I never got, but always imagined how it would be. But yeah, so what I would say is just try it. Just try it. You may be the best decision you ever make.
thank you. I wasn't expecting this, but oh my God. I think you just kind of summed it up for me. I'm just overwhelmed. So I'm just thinking, what was the next in my mind? How has the journey been for you? And what did you found most beneficial, my lovely?
The journey has been horrendous. I mean, it's been horrendous. So I went cold turkey. I just stopped everything day one. Um, the hardest was quitting sugar.
Yeah.
The steep learning curve for the ultra processed food, and sugar is in everything, everything, everything. Um, so physically, I had terrible, terrible headaches, pounding headaches, headaches that I can't bear this, I can't bear this. But I did bear it, and they went after the worst of them went after about 4 weeks, but they were still there. Um, I had diarrhea. Um, I had dizziness on day 3, 4, and 5. I mean, I had to hold on to a wall. I was too scared to go into the car. I thought I need to just. So I asked, ChatGPT, what could this be? And it's a common side effect if you have suddenly quit high dose sugar and ultra processed food. So it
Yeah.
probably was that. I was Diarrhea was awful. I mean, I've not experienced anything like this in my life. That mercifully passed fairly quickly. Um, um, I would get pains where I used to get pains in my hips and my back, and that's probably still the last of what I need to work out. But my GP, who I had to see, um, said there are old inflammatory pathways that your body will use to send to detox with. So if
Yeah.
you had pains in your hips before, it'll use those pathways as you detox. I also had candida before I came to you, all
Yeah.
that sugar. And I think the die-offs and the Herxheimer reaction, it's just you have to want to do this. You have to need to want to do this. And I needed to do this. So for me, it was, I didn't care how difficult it was. I didn't care how hard, what limitations or conditions you put on me. I was going to do this and nothing was going to stop me.
Okay. My
And
last
I
question
had
to
that
you.
mental attitude.
Who would you recommend me
So
to?
that I'd recommend you to anybody that has tried Big Pharma and found that it doesn't work. And I think Big Pharma just plasters over the problems. Anyway, I think Big Pharma, I've always been an alternative kind of a girl, healing girl, but when you've got a really bad medical condition and you have to take those and they're still not working, or you don't want to take them, then and also they plaster over the problem. I wanted to cure the problem, and I didn't think you could cure COPD and coughing. And maybe it never be cured, but managed. It's managed now in a way that I can. You've given me a life back, Kieran. You've given me a life back. So I recommend it to everybody that needs to be helped, that wants to come off medication from Big Pharma. And that's yeah, I can't say that more highly.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. My heart's literally filled, so I can't say much. I'm just gonna stop the recording now.